I grew up in a military family. I moved a lot. We never lived in any state longer than 5 years, and it was usually less than that. We went to church every Sunday. We did Sunday school and big church, and then we would go Sunday nights, and then we would go Wednesday nights. So we were always in and out, but it was more about like a personal relationship with God. Other people didn't really figure into that because it's hard just in general, like always having to be the new kid in a group that's already established. So it was easier to just kind of sit in the back. And that attitude really went into college. Like, it was a good place to go and learn about God, but it was also a really lonely place for me. I went through a really dark season where it started with me being diagnosed with a pretty significant chronic illness. I was in a really toxic job that was just physically demanding and emotionally, mentally, physically draining. There's just a lot of disappointments and a lot of closed doors. And then God brought me to a new job that was in my career field. A year and a half into that new job, I was like, this is it. I can finally have a place where I belong. I'm in a community. I'm putting down roots. I have summer. I'm going to stay here. I got pulled into the office at my job and was told we had been bought, that my position was moving to Hoboken, and I could either follow the job or find a new one, and I had about a month to decide. And so I moved out here in March of 2018. I kind of laid low for about a week, but I knew pretty quickly that I needed to find like a new church. I ended up going to Hoboken Grace Easter of 2018. I had been walking on Washington Street the week before and saw one of the sandwich board signs. Like, that church looks like it'd be easy to hide in. I can just go sit in the back like I always do. It was great, of course. The music was wonderful. The teaching was great. It was really fun. And at the end, they said, well, if you're new here, you can go to the back and get a free gift. I'm like, I'll take a free gift. Like, I'll let one person know that I'm new if it means that I can get a free gift. Somehow found myself signed up for a dinner group that was meeting the next day. The fact that I went alone is incredible because I didn't know a single person there. And then the next Sunday, just week 2 of going to Hoboken Grace, I went to a connection event with the girls in my dinner group. It was really great. I had a lot of fun. It was really wonderful getting to know all these people. I'm still surprised thinking about how fast I got plugged into the community here. I met the woman who was leading the communications department at the time, and she convinced me to become a part-time graphic designer for the church. 2 days later, August 2nd, 2018, the full-time job that had moved me out here like 5 months prior let my entire department know that our positions were dissolving. In all of that, like, God had already lined up my next full-time job. I signed the paperwork for my next job with Hoboken Grace 2 days before I even knew that I needed one. My biggest fear when I moved out here, it more than like not having community, more than like leaving my family, was that I would move out here and then lose my job and be stranded somewhere. Within 5 months, God like had catapulted me into community so fast, so that I was surrounded by people who were there for me and prayed for me. I mean, this is the first place I've ever lived without my family. It really feels like I have a home here. Before moving here, I don't know that anywhere ever really felt like home, or everywhere felt like home. This is the first place I've ever been that actually feels like I'm part of a family. I never ended up getting that first time guest gift, but I think I got something a lot better.